Ask the Coach with Lori Jane, your job coach, interview strategist, and founder of the Inside Game. This question that we're tackling this week is from Peter in Michigan. He says, what is the secret of people who always seem to excel in job interviews? Well, we all want to know that, Peter. We all have those friends or people in our circle that seem to just bounce right back and get a job, within the first 30 days of not of looking for a job. So let me break this down into a few different parts of what I feel that after 25 years of experience really does make a huge difference. And these people are probably doing it. So the first one would be preparation. Okay, I know people talk about this, but let me tell you what that actually means. Preparation is not just glancing at the job description or looking at their website. It's really reading their website and looking at the internet for any of their competitors or anything that their name is coming up on so you get a good feel for what they do. Plus, it makes you feel like, is this the company that I want to work for? I mean, this is important for your research as well, because the more information you have on the company, the better decision you can make as well. So it works both ways. So make sure that you prep and read the job description well, make sure you understand what's expected of this role, and make sure you understand the company and who you're going to be getting involved with if you get the job. So other things that are important is how you come to the interview and how you leave. Those two things are the most important things to absolutely know down pat, because that's where you're most memorable. How you show up in the first 6 seconds and how you leave the interview. So confidence is very important, and it's not necessarily a personality trait, but it can be. But confidence comes from preparation. So the more prepared you are, the more confident you are. So that's very important. The next thing I would have to say is engagement, turning interviews into conversations, okay? Warm eye contact, good body language, matching the interviewer's tone, making it a two-way exchange versus just, reciting facts. Interviews aren't tests, they're just exchanges of, exchange and conversation. So that's really important. So let's break down the strong opening and intentional closing. So your opening should be something like what you do well and why you're here. And closing should be reaffirming your interest and asking smart, open-ended questions. Let me give you an example of what that might look like. So everybody says, well, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. You're going to blend right in and be, gray, vanilla. You don't want to do that. You want to do something that makes them remember you, such as, I know you just met me, but based on everything you know about me, how do you feel I would fit in with your team? Don't over-explain, say nothing else. Allow the question to sit. Let them respond. That's one example. I have many more. So that's very important. Also, clear, concise communication. There's nothing worse than somebody that rambles on and on and on. I know nerves can get the best of us, but we have to really try to rehearse this a few different times so we go in there being that confident person. Try not to ramble. Okay, do whatever you can to stay clean, clear, and concise. Okay, it's very, very important to not ramble and to stay on point. A good way to do that is to attack these accomplishments with what I call the STAR method. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. Take the situation, the task involved in this situation, the action, what you did, and the result of that action. If you remember a few of those good stories, like 2 or 3 at the most, you don't want to be over prepare either. So maybe just a couple of those stories, have them, in your back pocket so you remember them, because stories beat adjectives any single time. That is what gets you remembered. And then, of course, small behaviors really make a big difference. Asking for feedback creates a strong impression. Sending a thank you note a couple of days after the interview, that keeps you in their forefront of their memory as well. And just showing, good, solid emotional intelligence is very important because these small behaviors often are the tiebreakers. And really, I can't say enough about going out with a strong close. It's very important. So, just other little tweaks, sit with good posture, use warm tone, clarify any questions that you're unsure about, and stay curious and not really performative. And don't be afraid to pause after, they ask a question. You don't have to just jump in and answer it. Take a moment, think about it, and then, if you need clarity, that's the time to ask before you answer it. So if you feel like this helped, subscribe and like so other job seekers can get this information as well. I try to get it out to as many people as possible, and I get bombarded with questions all the time. I answer them from all across the country. I get asked these questions. So follow me on the Inside Game on LinkedIn, and here as well, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I hope this helped you, Peter. Have a great day.